boom, we're back live. Ta-da! You keep drinking like you do, and I assure your friend you're going to be rethinking that statement. What the fuck did I miss? Could have seen that coming. What can I say, guys? 20, that's the weekend. Bonk. Let's see, you have a knife. No. Anyone here gonna earn the strong? Okay. That's a fat Trace. Jesus, you're right. Oh. Don't say something you can't keep a promise to. Alright, now you can press play. I'm gonna put that on Twitter as well. Actually, no, I won't put it on Twitter, but I'll leave it in my server. Okay, it's running. Okay. Back to full screen, please. There we go. Where is it? 1 second, I'm trying to locate it. This? No. This? No. Let's do properties. Ah, there it is. Okay. That should. There it is. Oh. That's new. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. I'm gonna press record. A love story. Alright. Make sure we're at full screen, by the way. There we go. Alright, guys. We are playing the game Slay the Princess. Gonna see how well it goes. I might turn off my other interface, but you know... It's fine. It's fine. Can I load from... Okay, no, I have to start from again. Alright, so we're gonna kind of do what we just did, so... We're gonna kind of skip through, because what we had earlier.
And you're here to slay her.
Oh, that's different.
If you don't...
Is it already on auto? Oh, yes, that. Just making sure. Skip text, unseen text, after transitions. I think we're good. Okay. Turn. Oh, now I have to... I see. Okay.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Indeed.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Uh-huh.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I guess we're gonna proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Alright.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Indeed.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Kai,
Is
hush.
she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. Let's see, maybe I should do something different. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna
You
step forward.
your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking men? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah. You're right.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I kind of do want to
She's
know what you want to do.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Alright, I'll play your game narrator this time around. Let's go.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over? It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
Narrator, that's not what I
You
meant.
should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
But you know something's gonna happen.
Is there something you're not telling us?
Yeah!
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
But why won't you let us check her pulse? You know, I'm gonna check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
Oh.
Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after
Oh, what the
all.
fuck?
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy.
Oh.
Quick,
Oh.
let's get out of here.
Oh, God.
It's
Oh,
too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as
What
the
the fuck?
mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
oh. God.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort. The little life that was left in her eyes
What the fuck?
fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Oh,
See
oh.
you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The end. We're done. We're done. Oh. The razor?
You're on a path in the woods,
Did I just...
and at the end of that path is a cabin.
What?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to
No,
save
give me
her.
the adversary. I want the...
If you don't,
Damn it!
it will be the end of the world. I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
What the fuck?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit.
What?
She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
What?
Stabbed to death.
This is crazy already.
Don't
What the
worry about
fuck?
that. The princess is unarmed.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
The fuck is going on?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. Let's say for a moment you died last time. We mostly listened to you. How were we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
What?
But congratulations, you've been given, and I believe your other question.
Oops. 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 There it is.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Why is it not autoing?
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
Huh.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Interesting. Alright, we'll just go. It's fine.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay, proceed to the cabin.
The interior of
Oh,
the
what the
cabin is a
fuck?
jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass.
Aw.
The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This is not. What the fuck is going on?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Okay.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Oh boy.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Oh boy.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Okay.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Uh-huh.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Oh,
revealing
God.
what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Excuse me. Uh-huh.
Air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood.
What the fuck?
And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a
Are
favor.
you drunk?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she
You're
has
supposed to be my
something. I told you.
moderator right now.
That sound could be anything.
You
It's
just
probably
stabbed
just
the
her
princess.
chains dragging
Yeah,
across the
now it's a
floor,
wooden area. I don't know
begging
what
you
the fuck
to
is
get
going
out of
on.
your head.
Huh.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
Adam's drunk.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
What the
I've
fuck?
been stuck down here forever.
There's something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better.
Maybe I need to take a
Like she
shot.
doesn't have to put on an act this time.
As you descend
Oh.
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her
What the
sharp
fuck?
eyes following you from across the room.
Hi?
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Your voice sounds weird.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Why does your voice sound like that? Do you remember what happened? I know you have a knife, which I like to trust you. You're suspicious now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. I don't have a key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather do it again. Look, I know you're mad at me, but I think we both need to be bygones. Be bygones. What happened after you died last time? Kill me last time. Stab in the heart. Nobody has to die. There's a lot of choices. That.
that doesn't sound like me.
Hmm.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Your hands are. Yeah, you.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes,
Yeah.
something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
You bitch.
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
You bitch.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close.
Put your hands up! Put them up!
Certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like...
Oops, sorry.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second guessing yourself and do your job.
Put your hands up!
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
But that's exactly so you.
Would I just lie?
Yeah.
Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yeah.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now?
What?
Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing
I'm not-
the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
But it's not. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Behind your back,
And
stupid.
why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
What the fuck?
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she's
Shut the fuck up, narrator. You're wrong.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
Your hands are behind.
Princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Look
Mm.
at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
It's in your bra.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
What? It's in between your bosoms. But what if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
Fucking liar.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
What the fuck?
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Yeah. Okay. Her face is different. Look, I know you're mad at me, but I think we just both need bygones. You Gygons. Okay, what are you gonna do if I let you out? Not trusting this by... Oh, he has to die. Look, I know you're mad.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chain.
Oh, hell, you
won't be able
bitch.
to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Alright.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
True.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yeah.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. And maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Yeah! You're not gonna stab me. You wanna fucking choke me out with those chains, don't you?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying, and you should just come over here and let me out.
This is so weird.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
True. You know what?
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Uh-huh.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this.
I mean, yeah,
Okay,
I'm not
but
gonna.
What if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
Oh, stop. No. It's not. It's not a misunderstanding.
Yes, I mean maybe.
Oh my
I've
god.
never done any of those things, but there is something alluring about the sound of it.
You fucking...
I think it would also be fun to do other activities like look at a bird or touch a tree.
Them sweat bead face.
Okay, now listen. You're
No.
not actually buying this, are you? Listen. Yes. I would like to look at a bird. You can look at a bird later. But if we look at a bird now, we wouldn't have to be here. He has a point. Just make a decision already.
No. Okay, yes, we will. Alright. Do I want to just approach? Nice. Bro said, hear me out. A bird. You know what? We're just gonna slay you. Come here, bitch.
Princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think
No.
we just have
No.
to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
She's gonna bite me.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound
I
of metal
knew
slicing
it.
through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers at first, then yours.
What?
Hehe.
Ow! What did she even hit us with?
What did she hit
Stare
us?
down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
What?
And then the red, angry
What?
slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago.
It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
What the fuck?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
What?
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Fucking bitch. The arms race. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Okay.
What? The interior of the cabin is
Whoa.
sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Oh.
I feel dizzy.
Oh.
Oh, I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
Whoa.
Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
A new
Good.
voice.
It's
Whoa,
better
oh.
that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been
killing
here.
princess.
How many
Huh?
times?
Stop killing princess.
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay,
Oh.
sure, you take the blade
Oh.
before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Narrator's like, bitch. White Knight Adams.
We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
Uh-huh.
It's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one.
Okay, there's a mirror.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door.
You do know what doors are,
But
right?
it's a mirror, not a
It's
door.
not a door. It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Hmm.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it.
You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Okay.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
Interesting.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay.
You step forward,
Oh, oh.
but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement
Oh, ow.
stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
I don't get a chance. Okay.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
What?
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Oh.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Okay, I kind of like that.
Does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal
What the
battery is
fuck?
cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. The
Oh.
princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain crackles to the floor.
Oh.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Okay.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Oh.
Shit.
Uh.
She's coming for us. I'm out of ideas.
We're gonna fight her again. Stiff upper lips. Gonna appeal her authority. Coverage. I'm gonna. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to flirt with her. No. She has swords. Maybe flirt. I don't know. If she's a tiefling, sure. She wins the killing. Suck. Think of something better. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. I'm gonna fight her again, or we're gonna have a civil relationship. Oh fuck. Gonna appeal to her authority. Puff her. There's no reason we can't talk to this. I mean, I've been stabbing her. It's been the same damn thing. We're gonna unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting. Oh. I am panicking. I mean, I could beat her to it. Maybe I can make me a puff. Okay, we're gonna fuck it. We're gonna appeal to her authority, puff her a bit. We're gonna try not killing her this time.
To talk, and we shouldn't be either.
Okay, never mind. Maybe, I don't know. Oops.
I agree. Talking is boring. We
But
should
guys,
get back to fighting her. That's not helpful. We already tried that one, didn't we?
we did try fighting her. It didn't work.
We're the one who asked for ideas. Fine.
You told me not to.
Maybe that's the answer.
You know, I'm a big fan of winners, and you've got winner written all over how I stop fighting. I'll even let you be. Look, both of us are stuck here. What if we join forces? Has anyone ever told you you're good at stabbing things? Oh.
Nope, but I don't need anyone to tell me that. I know I'm good at what I do. The best, I think.
Uh-huh.
The princess pauses for a moment to further
Ooh.
ponder your ill-placed compliment.
Ooh. Kiss her. I don't have that option.
Gives. Are you trying to get on my good side? You're not bored of me stabbing you, are you?
I'm a little bored of that. Yeah. Yes, yes, I'm bored of your side. Can you stop stabbing me now? Pff, me fluffing up. I'm just stating facts. Oh.
And they're good facts. Great facts. And for what it's worth, you're already on my good side.
Really?
But that doesn't mean I'm going to not stab you. I'm having fun. Why would I stop?
Don't stab me, please.
Spoil ourselves. She's about to pounce.
I believe you.
Just get ready to fight back.
Okay.
But before you can finish another thought, the princess closes dodge. Now fails to hit you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you're a fast one. That's fun. But I think I can get even faster.
No?
Now, hit her back. You dodge and parry and strike and are struck, her nicking your flesh and you nicking her skin to reveal shining metal below.
Oh.
Eventually you slip up. You lose the pattern, just for a moment. A
Uh-oh.
blade flashes through the air, and she skewers you.
Oh, God.
absolutely uncompromising, isn't she?
Opportunist.
Oh, it seems weird, but if anything, this makes me want her to like us even more.
Oh, what?
Oh, a new one of us.
Am I
That
dead?
only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? I don't
What?
like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred.
Ah!
Still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
I don't know.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Uh-huh.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
Fucking...
This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Oh my god.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
Okay.
Whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving. Flawless idea, if you ask me. Such a go-getter attitude.
Come on, show me something new.
Maybe. I'm gonna fight her again. We're gonna have stuff. Oh. Back to this. Ah. Shall we flirt? Let's flirt. Doesn't work. She goes again and again and again and again. Her memory blurs as conscious sleeps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires. Jesus.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well,
Oh.
there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Oh boy.
Then you skewer yourself.
What the fuck?
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
What?
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What the fuck?
What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Oh.
Doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Oh.
Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
We can't leave though. We're trapped.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
Oh god.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you.
That jaw.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. Mutually assured. Okay, we're back. God damn. That was a long chapter.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Oh.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Oh, what if? Throw it out the window.
What?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Uh-huh.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them. Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that winning note.
We haven't won yet.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Oh God.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Sounds kind of funny, actually.
Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Okay.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Maybe? Not sure.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just
Oh.
going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
You're gonna come stab me, aren't you?
You gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's
Uh-oh.
skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears.
What the fuck?
Then it erupts. It becomes a wave of
What?
blood and viscera,
What?
pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room
Oh
is a skeleton
no.
of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Oh.
Ready for what comes next.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that.
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Oh my God.
Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you
Oh.
think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful.
New Pokemon
How
just
is she
dropped.
Still alive. Heart's still beating. That's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Oh,
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Narrator,
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Shut up.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act. And yet, through this inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Whoa. What the fuck? You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Approach the mirror. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. What the fuck? It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. What the fuck? You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
Oh.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know what the world's beyond this place? About
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
There's a lot to choose from. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I need to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done.
Sorry.
To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and illuminated.
All right. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Hmm.
You won't.
What? Everything goes dark, and you die. This is actually a very interesting game. Let's save. Cool.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Jesus
You're to
Christ.
slay her.
That was loud.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You can skip choosing a tab and keyword or R on your... Okay, cool. Okay, I want to try to get the tiefling one, so let's see. I was asking a question.
I'm talking about the end of everything as... Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do.
And then...
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete... While I
Jesus Christ. You piece of shit. So loud.
Nevertheless, let me... And before you you decide to waste even more, causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end. It's no use arguing semantics unless, of course... Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a... Oh, if only that... I have to say, I'm surprised, like I said.
Yes, I know this.
Then I guess we'll just have to see within each. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns. You make your way up. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Yes, I already know this. Tengen-sama!
The interior of the cabin is all the blade is your... You take the blade.
Blade, yep, that's your basement.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Yes.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Just here to
Then
talk.
why did you bring a knife with you?
She makes a compelling... Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the...
You poor thing.
You step forward.
I'm probably chained up in the space, so you should just...
She's unarmed.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay, I'm on the way to do what I want.
You
Squint!
stare at the princess. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Hell yeah. This is my first loop. I'm on... Well, this is the second. This is gonna be the second one now. Right there.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Also, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, Little Mossy
It
Tree.
feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
I'm gonna do
Holy
this.
shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Spinal damage.
We can still turn this around.
Let's finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bitch. I worry. Yes. Now we're back.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
That's right. She's going down the path that rocks. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Uh-huh. But we did
Doesn't
die.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, sorry.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
I believe you, narrator.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Uh-huh.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Wait, that's not right. She killed you so hard you died to death again. Alright, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Yeah.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Night Fury.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have
Can you
happened
leave the
to
door open,
everyone in
baby?
the place you left?
Oh my god,
Enough with the
no.
talking. We've got a fight
Oh,
to
no.
win.
Stop murdering princess.
Nothing.
Oh no.
Turning them into all for one.
Oh god.
The cabin and your
Come here,
instant
you.
confrontation
Come
with the
here, me.
princess. Oh,
I know him.
Leave the door open!
That can wait.
No. No.
That can wait.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Okay.
Behave.
Okay.
Oh my god, you reek of tequila or vodka. What the fuck were you drinking? Tequila.
I was listening to the Spanish adaptation of a very classic
Oh
novel. It's
my-
called Tequila Mockingbird.
God. Adam's wearing his Speedo again. Oh my god. You better drink some water.
Love me like when I have been drinking water. Love me like one of your French girls. Though.
Oh my god.
Lexi's lonely.
I bet. Is she alone now?
Well, right this moment, because I came to get
Oh,
my
I
dog
know,
because
but-
he needs his food.
I thought you said he already had his meds.
No, I had my dog.
Wait, what?
My dog ran in here because he's introverted. He hasn't eaten his dinner. Kai
Uh-huh.
had his dinner. I'm hanging out with Lexi, eating more food because
Uh-huh.
it's good and we're both out.
So, Kai had dinner and medication.
Maui is
The correct medication.
next.
Thank you.
Well,
Leave my door open because it's hot.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave that door open because it's still not hot.
Yeah. Please make it down the stairs safely. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh shit, please don't fall downstairs, Adam. Jesus Christ. Anyway, kill each other last time. Make sure it doesn't happen. All she did last time was beat me to death in the world.
like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Explore. All she did last time was beat me to death. To quote you from the last time around, she's just a princess, so I was trying to be. Yeah, that.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
This is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
Because I need to know what
There's
I'm
nothing
doing.
wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Sure
that.
there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this all falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling
I
me?
told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Okie dokie. Oh my god, they're so loud. They're both drunk downstairs.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it to do this right.
Let's just do
Take
this.
the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Tap, 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 tap.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly
I
haven't
know,
been
right?
killed by the princess.
But the thing is, he's on his phone kind of watching the stream, but I don't know how much he's
focus.
actually watching.
The world is depending on you.
Man, he's gonna hate me tomorrow, because we're gonna be doing stuff.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
Fine, we'll ignore the mirror, Mrs. Stubborn. I mean, that.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
Yeah, it's a
What
comic.
good would
You're
a
right.
mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
We'll ignore it. Fine. We'll ignore the mirror. It disappeared. Okay.
The
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
Oh, God.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Oh boy.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Okay. I
As
guess.
you descend the final steps, the form of the princess comes into view.
She looks
A
taller
large
too.
shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Excuse
Looks
me.
like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
God.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Oh. I'm not saying fight, but I think two of us have a few things unpacked first. Both still alive. I haven't decided. Okay. I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
Fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just
Death
a
by
fluke.
snooze
Beyond
too.
that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me.
What?
Remember
What teeth and
happened
fetish we talking?
last time? Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury.
This is
of
kind of giving me
jumping
like
over
a
to a parallel universe.
Stanley Parable kind of vibe. Anyway, you look different.
You look exactly the same.
So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
Mommy?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Actually, if you, I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think two of us have some things to unpack.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Hmm. Hmm. I would. But we'll do this.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time.
Oh.
If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
I could say this.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
Oh. I do.
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split
Oh.
my flesh. And I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
Oh.
Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah. Especially that last part.
Don't be such a coward.
I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it.
Awooga. Mummy? I mean,
Because
what?
it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
Oh, hi, Maui.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
What do you think, guys? Should I just, you know, follow what I need to do and attack? Should I step closer? Should I attempt to free? What would you think? If this is the next boss fight in Dragon Hordes, I'm right. The voices. Let's see. I will step closer.
Blade held tight in your hand. You take a cautious step.
Damn, girl, look at the muscles.
Stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Hey, she's
Why do you
a
sound so scared? We can
whole
take her.
bunch of woman. That's what that is.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking,
Uh-huh.
is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Listen, I'm just admiring you. Chill out, lady. Okay, I have options. Why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right. And it makes sense.
You seem logical-ish, but you know, can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can all get what we want. Nobody has to die and the world doesn't have to end.
Sparring? That's just play fighting. It isn't real.
She's a...
What's real is when my flesh splits open. What's real is when you keep getting up until your legs can't hold you.
Uh-huh.
What's real are the things we do to each other when the only options left are winning and dying.
Uh-huh.
That is the only thing I'm interested in.
That's a huge bitch. If all you want to do is fight me, what does that mean? You won't end the world?
The world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet.
Huh.
Why would I care about ending something I've never seen?
So you're just fine, locked away in here. You really don't want to be free.
Here you go again, talking about my freedom.
The princess glances down at her chains.
If you're talking about these, they're nothing.
She could break them.
She steps forward, her bindings creaking under the pressure of her strength.
Uh-huh.
And then they snap. It was only a matter of time, but she's loose. Dear Lord. What do we do?
Kiss her.
Blade, how about you use it?
Well, hold on.
Exactly. We do exactly what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. We fight her, we kill her, we win.
Trace.
What? Did you think you were safe standing right outside my grasp? The only reason I haven't drawn blood is because I want to make sure that your heart is in it. I don't like fighting someone with a weak spirit.
Fair enough. I just need
But
questions.
go ahead. Keep trying my patience.
Uh-huh. You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for you. Okay. What happened after you died?
I woke up, didn't you?
No, yeah. I mean, yeah. You don't have any wounds. You're different. The basement's different. Does any of this bother you? You can't.
You don't either.
Oh. I don't? Okay, you're different.
I know. You already told me.
Okay. The basement is different.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
Or we could just walk single file out of here.
That's right, not everything has to be so violent.
That's pathetic. I would never do that, and I hate that you even suggested it.
Oh, come on. We could be friends and maybe hold hands a little. Doesn't any of this bother you? Don't you care about what you are?
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I
Yeah.
thought that we would want the same thing.
Okay.
But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
Oh. I mean, I do.
You could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive. I want to fight.
Okay. We have to figure out why we're here.
We don't. Because I know why we're here. We're here to kill each other.
No, there's more to it than
We're
that.
here to kill each other. It sounds like she doesn't care if she dies here. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
How boring. I'm not interested in watching you try and outwit her. I'm interested in overpowering her.
Oh god.
We shouldn't need to use any dirty little tricks to win.
Oh. I don't mean why are we here excessively. I mean quite literally, why are you here in the basement? Who sent me here to kill you? Why me? Why you? There are answers out there and we need to find them. You put down here for a reason. I was indicated, don't care.
And then what? I'm still going to want to coat these walls in our blood. I know what I am. I don't need answers.
She's a yandere. You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that reason is?
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
This one's a lot more confident than the other
The
one.
princess flashes a sinister grin.
Mummy?
You.
Oh.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will. The fear of death no longer able to hold us back. Just start stabbing her already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
Alright, you know what? Let's indulge her. She wants to fight. Okay. Fine. If you want to fight, I'll give you a fight.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down.
Ow.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
Alright.
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out.
Sketchy, deal with that,
So
please.
Go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Thank you.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Do I give her what she wants? Thank you.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening.
Uh-huh.
You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
Oh, God.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's throwing us around like a rag doll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Oh, you sure do.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
No! No, Mom!
Freezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright.
On a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No. That place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin and see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
Oh boy.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here. Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, you aren't just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods sacred influence me poor. What if I don't agree with the town? No matter what happens next time, as soon as I answer and see it through. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something
You're the
else?
chooser. The best we can do is advise, but we can help if you let us. These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these the woods. It's like her influence has poured out into the world.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Might as well see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
No last advice for us? No words of warning?
From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase. The interior of
Oh
the
my
cabin is
God.
suffocatingly tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See, we have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any. A mirror? But there is no mirror. There's the iron altar and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There is no door. There is. Circles, circles, all of it circles. There's something for us at the end of the room. What and why don't matter until we know them.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. Worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you. It's a bit grimy.
Why don't we wipe it clean?
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Oh.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Those
Bitch.
chains were nothing to her last time.
There'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you.
Jesus Christ.
Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling.
She's gotten bigger.
Attack me,
Mommy.
bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
I actually like that idea.
I don't like the sound of this.
That's the only one we got.
Only way we live.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on.
Yeah, sketchy
Make
the book.
first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Let's talk a bit first. We can always fight when we're done. Let's see what chases. Step closer, stopping just outside our chains. You know what? We'll just go with what he said. I'm gonna just right from.
Forward, stopping just outside the reach of her chains. The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Oh God. Yep, that's the plan. Run. That's what we wanted.
Hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Yep. Hurry up.
It's a
Go.
bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for 'em.
As you near the
Ooh.
top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid
Oh
pursuit.
God. Come on, bitch.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Oh yes.
Good.
You will.
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Cause I don't know what I am.
Bird, little bird.
Oh God.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm a bird.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
Hell yeah.
You glance back at the cabin as
Oh
the
my
princess,
lord.
singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
Do it! Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
I'm getting ideas.
Oh, we'll see about that. Traps aren't real. The only thing that's real is bloodshed.
She charges, fully determined to end you in a single move. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
Boy.
It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Come on, lady.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
All right.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wielding the other again and again.
Oh, God.
She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
Oh, man, I'm in her arms. Hell
Nothing.
yeah.
These blows are nothing to us. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
Mommy.
Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
What? No, give me back! But you do not have the chance of son, nor we ever will. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Give her back. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. It's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
If you say so, we'll trust you. I'd like to be somewhere nice. Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. Time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Oh. And I'm slimy, the fuck? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. There she is. You are at the cabin. It's okay, I'm here. Let her go!
And empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Give her back. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've ever met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart.
I believe that.
Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
So, you don't have any preference on how you like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Wow. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. I'll do one more set, and we'll see where it leads us, and then I'll call it.
You're on a path in the woods.
You know what? This time, we're gonna try leaving. I'm curious.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. I'm gonna try and manifest an atom. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. I'm gonna go walk in the opposite direction
There
now.
won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Curious.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Kona, get out of my room.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
What the fuck?
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I'm gonna try again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Oh. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your
fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'll just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a pathway out of this
There's
place.
always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go.
What
As
the
you
fuck?
trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
What's this music?
Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh god, what's going on?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Oh boy.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh. Oh. But we still get chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
What's that?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard. You're around wise chicks. Those walls weren't here last night. You just forced me to
What
go
are
to the
you
cabin.
talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
That's a good idea. We should ruin his day.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yeah, everything you see here is all pencil drawn, so yeah.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Ah, alright.
The cabin interior is wrong.
Whoa.
A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But
It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
I kind of want to follow that guy now.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action,
You're right, we
save
should kill
the
the narrator.
entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
What?
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
I wanna
How?
lose myself.
Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss... What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task. You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
What?
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You
Sure.
switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Oh. Fine.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable
What
materials.
the fuck?
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Oh.
An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Yuck.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to... No.
What the fuck?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his.
Take the hard stairs to the left, take the center to, there's soft. Let's do the soft ones.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
Fuck.
The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Oh, God. What?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
What the fuck?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
It's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
Interesting.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
I'm tired of waiting for an answer.
What the fuck?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan.
Let's see if we can make even more of her.
There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I, which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? You could always start by stabbing her.
Oh, yeah.
Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine?
That was you, dumb bitch.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
One moment. Sorry, had to go check something. What time is it? Oh, jeez, it's 11. Okay, actually, what we're gonna do is save here. Okay, I think it'll load right here. I hope that's exactly what I want. But it is late. Let me change my face here. But this is a nice game. I really do like the concept. And it feels like one of those games that your choices do matter, but it's not like expected to be the same every time. Even if you pick the same choices, it's gonna be different, which is really cool. So definitely thinking about playing this some more someday. That'd be really, and maybe for October. Maybe this will be our October game. Not sure. We'll find out. But thank you guys so much for joining me for both Unknown Tapes and for Slay the Princess, Impromptu Slay the Princess. And might be streaming tomorrow, not sure. Unless, Sketchy, you want to do your little nightmares tomorrow, we'll just hop on in and do your little nightmares tomorrow. But yeah, you guys take care. Thank you guys for watching, joining, supporting, scaring me, you know, all that fun stuff. Oh, thank you, Allie, for the bits. Much appreciated. But you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.